Welcome back to Beat Diggers Stadium. I'm John Beltran with Dave Urich and videographer Grayson Simmons as the Beat Diggers hold a 21-0 lead beginning the third quarter. What's amazing about the Beat Diggers even being here is that if Platte Valley on the final day of the regular season doesn't beat Welch Central, Brush perhaps doesn't even qualify for the playoffs, and they beat Welch Central by the very same score. The Beat Diggers lead Platte Valley right now 21-0. It's amazing how things turn out.
It is amazing. And, you know, what's funny is that's one of the things that makes sports so spectacular is there's a story like that every year. So I love to hear that's the story for Brush this year.
Chase Maxey back deep to receive along with Sterling Zender. Jacob Fector to kick it off. And the second half is underway. Low line drive fielded by Zender at the 14. Running to his right to the 20-yard line. Finds a seam to the outside of the 30. Shirt tail by Rosenbrock, but breaks out of that one across the 35 to the 37-yard line. A return of 33 yards. Make it 23 yards as Kyle Muir made the tackle.
That was a designed return right, and the Platte Valley team didn't run back there and set up a wedge. They all kind of rolled off over here in front of the grandstands, right here on the Brush bench as they were going towards the south, and he ran it back to the right side. Luckily, Rosenbrock reached out there and grabbed his shirt and slowed him down.
1st and 10 for Platte Valley at their own 37-yard line. In the backfield are Nybauer and Float. Jordan Smith in a shotgun with one receiver out to the left. Smith is going to hand it off on the left side to Nybauer. He's got a gain of 2. Held up very nicely by Tyson Larrick and Dylan French. It'll be 2nd down and 8. And the Beat Diggers are playing assignment football because Smith will hold that football for as long as possible before either keeping it himself or giving it off to the running back.
Yeah, he does a real good job at disguising where the football is going. But I'll tell you what, Larrick up there on that defensive line, he's not big, but he's got a lot of quickness, and that's got to pose some problems for that huge offensive line trying to keep up with him.
2nd down and 8 for Platte Valley at their own 39-yard line. Again, Smith in a shotgun, has the football, will take off with the football himself, running left, cutting it back towards the inside. He's held up after a gain of 1. All the Beat Diggers were there. Nobody is over pursuing, including Kyle Hefner, and Smith never actually went to the ground, but he was held up so nicely that the officials blew the whistle.
Down in the Florence game last week, you saw left and right all the time the Diggers had, 8, 9, 10 guys making the tackles. Same thing happened right there as Jordan Smith rolled out over there to the left side, trying to run it off his left tackle. There was about 9 Beat Diggers over there helping to stop him.
3rd down and 7 from the 40-yard line. This time Smith is under center, and Smith is going to roll to his left. Wants to throw, setting up, throwing up along the sideline, incomplete. That is well out of bounds, intended for Kyle Olson, but there was no seam to throw at or throw through. And quite frankly, the Beat Diggers secondary has been so solid all season that if you're going to find a seam, it's never going to be a big one.
That's right. The Diggers have done a good job of filling in those spots and making sure that players aren't able to find those open areas. And a lot of that's because they're so athletic. That defensive backfield, there's a bunch of basketball players back there that can find the football and make plays on it.
Killian Saunders to punt. Here comes the rush, a line drive, and Shea Hansen catches the football at the 20-yard line. He caught it right around his face mask to the 24, and he's down right there. A return of 4 yards, an excellent punt as the tackle was made over there by Ryan Smith. But that punt went for 40 yards and a net of 36 with a 4-yard return. The Beat Diggers will have it at their own 24-yard line with 10:18 to go in the third quarter, leading this 2A quarterfinal 21-0.
If you can visualize a receiver going out for a pass and reaching up in the air above his helmet, catching the football, that's how Hansen fielded that punt.
Right. Well, it's like if you're a center fielder in baseball. You always catch the ball right around, cap level, let's say.
Does he play center field in
He's
baseball?
a third baseman, but I'm sure he could make that catch. 1st and 10 for the 24. Kukas in motion to the right. And there's the give on the right side to Tanner Morrow, who's got a gain of around 2 before Aaron Olson made the tackle to the 26-yard line. It's not been a big day running-wise for Tanner Morrow. They've done a good job against him defensively.
Well, we've only run that dive, that 24 and 25. That time it was a 24, and Platte Valley was blitzing the B-gap on that play, and they shut that right down.
Rosenbrock is in. Morrow will take a breather. And Morrow, by the way, has had a very good game defensively. He's been extremely valuable there. Weiser and Rosenbrock in the backfield. 2nd down and 8 from the 26-yard line. Kukas is in motion to the right. Garcia, play action. There comes pressure. Lofts it up the right side. Incomplete over Kukas' hands at the 36-yard line. But big-time pressure was coming from Platte Valley.
You know, he kind of cocked back and threw that thing up in the air because he knew he was getting ready to take a big hit, and he just overthrew Kukas by maybe a yard.
3rd down and 8. You would automatically assume this would be a passing situation, but we've seen the Beat Diggers in this game pull rabbits out of the hat and run the ball. 3rd down and 8 to go from the 26-yard line. Kukas, the receiver, to the left. Rosenbrock and Weiser in the backfield. Kukas is in motion to the left. And Garcia is going to roll left, tries to get around a defender, and he does one along the sideline, back to the inside, across the 30 to around the 33 or 34, very close to a first down. He jitterbugged his way when he could have been held up at the line of scrimmage, but he used that left sideline to his advantage, and it looks like he's a yard short of the first down, picking up 7 yards on the play at the 33-yard line.
They may end up having to measure that. It was a tough play for Garcia because we ran it over here to the short side of the field. Not a lot of running room for him.
Well, the officials look like they haven't even stopped the clock, which is advantageous to Brush. 4th down and 1 from the 33-yard line. You'd have to think here that the Beat Diggers, with a 21-0 lead in their own territory, are going to punt the football. Randy Dreitz, I think he wants to go for it. He looks like he wants to go for it, but C.J. Kukas is out there. Unless the Beat Diggers decide to do something unconventional, Kukas will punt the football, standing at his own 21-yard line. Clay Float back deep to receive. The Beat Diggers are going to have to get this off pretty quickly because they took their time getting up to the line of scrimmage. Kukas awaits the snap. He's got it. Light rush. Another gorgeous spiraling punt. It'll bounce at around the 35. Off a Platte Valley defender. The ball is loose, but the Broncos got another break. Holy mahungus. The ball rolled 10 yards forward. Pounced on by Billy Wilson at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, it bounced right off the blocker for Platte Valley, right off his back, and that was one of those things that usually your guys that are rushing down the field trying to make the tackler, that's the kind of ball that they usually jump on and they're able to pick up, but Platte Valley lucked out and they were able to retain possession.
Yeah, you could probably hear the Brush coaching staff from here. I think that might have been Maxey out there, who obviously had his back to the football. 1st and 10, Platte Valley at their own 45. Smith in a shotgun, hands it off to Valadez, left side, cuts it back towards the middle, across the 50 to the 48-yard line, a solid gain of 7 before the Beat Digger tackle was made by Kyle Hefner. It'll be 2nd down and 3 to go for Platte Valley with 8:05 to go in the 3rd, and Brush leading Platte Valley 21-0.
Our fullbacks have combined for 160 yards on 10 carries between the two of them for a 16-yard average. I bet that's why Coach Dreitz was thinking about going for it on 4th down.
2nd down and 3 to go for Platte Valley at the Beat Digger 48-yard line. In a shotgun once again, Smith is going to hand it off on the right side. 1st down for Float across the 40, still on his feet, and then lifted and thrown down at the 37. C.J. Kukas did the lifting and the throwing, but it was a gain of 11 for Float, and the Broncos of Platte Valley have a 1st down.
Float's got 74 yards now on 8 carries, and Derek Lynch was right there to help pile on the pressure.
No matter what your loan needs, stop by High Plains Bank at 502 Central Avenue in Wiggins today. Also inquire about checking and savings accounts as well as CDs at High Plains Bank in Wiggins. 1st and 10 for Platte Valley at the Brush 37-yard line. Receivers out to the left and right. Smith in a shotgun with backs to each side. He's got the football, hands it off on the right side to Float, spins around Rosenbrock, who brings him down inside the 35 to the 34. It's a gain of 3, but Rosenbrock did enough to get Float on the ground.
And Float's got all those big carries. The guy's got 75 yards on 9 carries, so, over a 7 yards per carry average. And I'll tell you what, anytime you can hold him shorter than that, we're ahead of the game.